want to talk about the joy that comes when you put yourself out there. When you don't let your emotions control you. I know, right? When you don't let your emotions control you, because I'm understanding like the biggest leaps in our life, and I haven't spit it out, spit it out. So, for example, I'm gonna say it like this: the biggest leaps, and this is just by experience, right? And what I'm learning, because I have to take this huge leap. So I have to take a huge leap as well. But to my knowledge is the further we test our own emotions, the deeper we go off in the water, into the ocean, the more joy and more peace and more happiness is going to come. And this came to me because I was washing him, my puppy, and he do not like baths, right? But after I bathe him and clean him up, he feels sensational. He be running around all happy, but he do not like bathing. All right, like he be more excited than normal. All right, and this also came to me because the other night, I was emotional, and then a whole bunch of other things the next day had simply manifested, and a lot. I'll say more so. Things just came to me that I was already like. I guess that my heart was speaking, right? The frequency that I was putting out, it came back to me. So the one night, matter of fact, it was the night before. So like, I don't know what today is. Today is July 5th. So, and it came on July 4th. But July 3rd, so July 3rd, I don't know what day that was, but that night, I was very emotional because it's like, I was understanding that I'm gonna have to make some huge changes. And I was just emotional, like, dang, I know I gotta do it, but it's something in me that hurt too. So the next day, things just came to me, right? He had ran out of dog food. I was just I was at somewhere just chilling with him, and somebody walked up and was like, your puppy needs some dog food, and so on and so on. But also what's crazy is I was already creating this scenario. It's just the fact that I didn't expect it that day. I was already creating it, but I didn't expect it like that day. I wasn't creating it for a specific time. Like creating the scenario where somebody, you know, donated him some food. But like I said, I didn't expect that. And that came after that night where I was just like, dang man, I gotta do this. And it confirmed to me like, bro, you got this. Create and go. Create and go. And more so trust. But what I'm getting to is when you put yourself in them deep waters, we're bred to literally make it. So you're not gonna drown, right? The only way you drown is if you give up. Dang, that's good. The only way you drown is if you stop. If you stop living, right? That's the only way you drown. So what I'm getting to basically is when you in that rain and you getting wet, full of water, and you in that emotional state, right? Regarding whether it involves family, the job, the place you stay at, right? Anything like that. Um, we supposed to experience and take I wouldn't necessarily call it chances because it's all gonna work out. So hmm, I guess I could just simply say that the farther deep you go off in the water, the farther you test yourself, right? Because once you become so aware of yourself, you know the things that you're comfortable and uncomfortable with. All right, and you know the things that may be like more harder for you to do when you know your soul is telling you to do it, but understanding like it's for the better of your soul. All right, we have to understand like we have a program, and that program is to comfort the flesh, and comfort in the flesh isn't the way. Comfort in the flesh is just a continual loop. It's the same loop, same thing, same thing, same thing. When you get wet, when you get wet and you get washed off, you basically washing away another layer. Right? Y'all know how snakes like to shed their skin. Right? Y'all know how butterflies, they have to transform. Right? And I'm speaking to myself. This is all to me. Right? It's just take my experience, take what I'm learning throughout my life, and you don't have to. You do what the hell you want. Right? It's just the fact that I found that it helps to listen and maybe take what somebody else is saying and put it into my own perspective. Right? So it's basically like shedding the old skin, right? And it literally takes like movement to do that. You can't just sit at home and meditate all day, right? That only removes a certain amount of skin, right? Because eventually you don't meditate just to sit down and meditate all day. You meditate to be a doer, right? After you meditate, you start getting information. After you get to know yourself so much, you start getting certain information where it's like, okay, boom, this is my sole purpose for my body being here, for my soul being in this body, for this spark being in this body. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. So you have to understand, your purpose wasn't to meditate. Your purpose is going to come after you get to know yourself. And what's crazy is you're going to continue to get purposes the whole time. You're going to continue to shed skin the whole time. And that's really the beautiful thing about it. It's like you're going to shed skin the whole time you're down here and the whole time you're progressing. And it's crazy. You're gonna either shed skin or you're gonna keep adding skin. All right. You either gonna get heavier or you're gonna get lighter, and that's almost literal. All right. It's crazy. So either way, I guess go on and jump off in the ocean. All right. And it's crazy because we get to determine how deep we want to go. Like you can say, okay, I think I want to take this route because based on my knowledge, how this went, I don't think I want to go that deep. But I'm gonna go into 6 feet, right? Then I'm gonna go into 8 feet. Then I'm gonna go into 10 feet. Then I'm gonna go into lake. Then I'm gonna go and jump in the Pacific, right? So, that's all.